Welcome back to my channel. So all things said and done, the CAT examination is done, other competitive examinations are done, results are mostly out, and maybe you are anticipating results from certain other colleges. And at this point of time, the only anxiety or stress is about what and how am I going to predict or choose my B school. So I'm going to directly get into the situation here. So when I myself was choosing between the certain IM calls, last year I was working in Deloitte as an analyst. I got promoted to a consultant level, and I had to choose whether to leave this promotion or to go for my MBA or not. And obviously for this, I had to do a lot of overthinking. I had to jot down my thoughts, priorities, and whatnot. And during this timeline, I realized a lot of things which I'm going to share with you candidly, which will definitely be going to help you predict your B school prediction better. So, what I'm going to advise you is something which I did myself. Take an Excel sheet. Now, on the left hand side in the row, write down all the colleges which you had interview calls for and how you have given them. Now, if your results for these colleges are out, well and good, you know the results, and through the waitlist movement prediction, you can know whether or not you're going to make it to these colleges or not. If the results are still not out, I would say it's a very best case scenario. That's why I'm trying to make these videos early, because there is an exercise which you can do which will not only help you for call prediction or your B school prediction, it will help you to know what's actually something in your heart, whether you would like to take that particular call or not. Also apologies from my end for the background noise. Certain background noise might be coming because there is certain work and traffic going on outside. So coming back to the video. So let's say these colleges, the results are not out. What I did personally myself was I wrote the number of colleges I gave interview for. Then I wrote about my performance, a clear-cut, realistic prediction of whether I'll be making it or not. I gave a green color if I was able to make it to that call, yellow color if I was dicey, that I didn't know whether I'll be converting this call or not, and red if the interview was bad because I knew I'm not going to convert that call. This gave me a very realistic idea as to what kind of colleges I might be getting a call from. Why is it important? Is then I compared that I am a certain place at Deloitte, I am doing good. Now comes the priority where you have to decide what do you want from your MBA B school. Let's say if you're a fresher, you might be open to exploring all kinds of domains. But if you're a work experienced person like me, I was already into consulting, and either I was looking towards to go towards the BFSI sector or the finance sector, or maybe go towards a domain which is fairly related to consulting itself, maybe management or strategy consulting. So I had my priorities in place. Now based on that, I would recommend and advise you to create your priorities as well. Now what you're going to do is, in another column, list down all the potential companies which are coming to these colleges and what are the top companies coming for your interested domains, because you'll be definitely having one priority domain and one second priority domain, and amidst these you can easily find the placement report of all the calls that you have on the institution's website. Now based on this placement report, thoroughly analyze which are the companies which are coming to the campus, especially for the domains that you are interested in. For example, I converted second generation and third generation IIM calls last year. Amidst that, I obviously had converted IIM Kashipur and IIM Ranchi. In IIM Kashipur, I used to found that the finance companies like JPMC or even Wells Fargo, they didn't used to visit them at that point of time. They are doing better in business analytics, which is their particular domain, because they have a specialized program there as well. So obviously my preference was going towards IIM Tiruchirappalli, who is doing better in finance. Why I gave this example is, for you, different priorities will lead to different types of college preferences, and it is certainly okay to go based on your priorities and look at the ROI and the CTC later. Many people make this mistake that they just look at the average package and they take that decision. But sir, my friend, what if you're going into that college and you're not getting something which you desire or something which you prefer? Then you will not be able to make a fulfilling or lasting career in the actual corporate world, right? So decide your priorities first, go through the placement reports, decide the companies which are visiting the campuses themselves, then list down your potential dream companies amid the list of those companies and domains that you would like to work in. Now that you have a fair idea, you will find two things. Either your priority based companies are coming to certain colleges, then you know that these are certain rankings that you give. Now if the quality of companies which you are expecting are not coming to those campuses, I request you to rethink before leaving your job or before going to a B school, because Now what you need to do or understand is you are going to do MBA only once, but if your desired domain or desired companies are not coming to the campuses, then you might be missing out on potential outcome of your MBA. Let's say if this was your only one CAT attempt and you can give one more CAT attempt, I would highly strongly advise you to that from here itself you can actually predict and go for a CAT 2026 preparation, because this will going to give you a better results than going for a college which might not be having your desired domain and companies coming to the campus. Now for the people who are liking the domains and companies, you can now actually look into the CTC, both CTCs, the average total CTC which the college is offering in their placement report, and also if they have segregated and given domain wise placements, what is the domain wise placements of that particular company coming to the campus. Now please don't be blindsided by the fact that, hey, I wanted to go into investment banking, I wanted to go only into strategy consulting, and those companies are not coming to the campus. Honestly, those top tier roles or companies will only go to IIM, ABC, ISB, and maybe few other institutions. But that doesn't mean that you need to give up on your MBA dream altogether based on that. You can actually look forward which are the second or third base companies, what are big four consulting companies, what are certain other big companies in the BFSI sector, what are certain other companies, is HSBC coming to your campus or not, or are there good marketing companies or roles. Let's say if you want to get into Asian Paints, and if it's only going to Blackie IIMs, but there is Aditya Birla OPUS in which is giving good marketing and operation roles in even newer IIMs as well, right? So compare it this way and understand which kind of roles will give you entry into the industry for the work you want to do, and maybe then you can, after building a portfolio, after building a good work experience and CV, then you can switch to the companies which you are desiring, right? So that this is how you're going to compare these placement reports according to you. This, just don't just go and blindly see the CTC packages, because that is only going to mislead you and you might not be able to make the best decision that in terms of your B school. Now I would like to consider certain 3 4 other factors as well, which I would recommend you. Once your ROI and desired roles are done, look at the college location and look at the other kinds of benefits that the college is giving. Is that college giving you at least an option of semester abroad programs? Is the international week where foreign faculties are coming to the campus and teaching you in one particular semester, is that happening or not? Are there any particular domain changes or maybe specializations which are offered in second year? Look at them extensively. What are these specialization, what are the courses being offered in the desired domain, and what are these courses? Every single thing matters and adds on to it. And at last, also check the batch size of the colleges that you are going to get into. Suppose if you are having NMIMS as a call and you are comparing it with the new IIMs, trust me, NMIMS batch size is huge, and even though they might have a good CTC shown on their placement report, there are high chances that if you're not able to do well in terms of competitive environment, because peer learning is there but they don't have in-house hostel facility, and the most learning happens either in library or in-house hostels only. So you might be losing potentially on that particular part. For you, maybe having going to IIM Kashipur or IIM Raipur or IIM Ranchi will make much more sense, even though NMIMS is having an older legacy. So choose by the batch sizes, the legacy, and what kind of benefits and things a B school is offering you. I know that third generation IIMs are sometimes disregarded and people do not like to maybe go to the third generation IIMs and they prefer a lot of private B schools, but this is my last advice to you. IIM tag is timeless, and regardless of the institution, there is a certain IIM based MBA pedagogy which runs similar in all campuses. You are going to have a certain case based pedagogy which is going to be similar. Even the top faculties from Blackie IIMs or even the second generation IIMs are sometimes visiting faculties for these third generation IIMs. In fact, the rigor is much more and hence your learning will be much more in these third generation IIMs. And trust me, if you can perform well, if you can be in the director's merit list, if you can be in the top 10 20% when it comes to the third generation IIMs, you will go a long way. You will be able to maybe win case competitions easily and in a better way compared to a second or a first generation IIM, and maybe find yourself a potential placement opportunity there itself. So these are all the important aspects and perspectives I wanted to give you. See, no creator like me or any other can give you a direct answer or a suggestion, hey, that you must join this particular B school. But these are all the important aspects which helped me, and I would want you to think through them if you haven't already before choosing your B school. Don't just rely on the CTC numbers and one standalone decision before choosing your B school. All the perspectives matter, because once you enter the college, you are going to start from zero. And if you are not maybe aware of all the things which are going inside your particular campus or your B school, then you're going to regret your 1 or 2 years of college life, however your MBA is going to be. And we don't want that, right? This is a huge investment. At the end, I'm just going to say one thing. It's very hard for me to come up and give the honest, candid feedback or learnings which I have had over the years. But at the same time, I would prefer if you can help me reach my 1000 subscriber count target, and if you can help share my videos across your friends and community groups, because I've been putting my heart and soul into YouTube videos and helping you and creating better value creation through these videos. If it's something which I can maybe be proud of, this is a long way for me, this is a dream for me. If you really like my content, let me know in the comment section. If there is any suggestions to improve these videos, then please let me know that as well. But at the same time, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Stay stay healthy, stay calm. Bye bye.